Shirou Emiya, the hero of justice, and Shido Itsuka, spirit sealer from Data Live. Noble teenagers who shall save the day no matter what. Thanks to their copycat-based abilities, we shall see which one of these harem kings shall become victorious, the chosen one or the iron-wrought hero. Welcome to Fiction Duel. Being the son/boyfriend of Mio Takamiya, yes, I know it's bizarre, Shido was born able to seal the powers of the spirits within his body with a kiss. During a battle involving Ellen from DEM, Shido had an awakening and soon discovered he could borrow the abilities of the 10 spirits he sealed for himself, with the caveat being they cause him great pain if he overuses them. He can teleport and launch projectiles with Metatron, send his consciousness a few days in the past with Zafkiel, harness the winds and fly with Raphael, and utilize the art of shapeshifting with Haniel. He possesses Kamiel's ability to heal fatal wounds, ignore pain, and enhance physical stats with Gabriel. Now, for the coup de grace, his roaring flash blast wave, where he gathers and focuses his Raryoku into a giant energy blast, or an energy fist if he's feeling spicy. Now, for his big 3 angels that he got from Mio. Einzoff, which can change the laws of reality. Einzoff Ore, a flower that releases light particles that can instantly kill anyone that it touches. And the Thanos Snap-esque angel simply called Ein. Hold up, seems like there's a spacequake approaching. Rescued from the fires of Fuyuki City and adopted by Shirou Emiya, Shiro would train tirelessly to perfect his projection and strengthening magecraft. Having Avalon sealed inside of him, he awoke to his spirit origin of the sword, which led to him to create a branch of projection called tracing. Tracing allows him to analyze the infrastructure of objects/weapons and can instantly replicate swords thanks to Flash Air. For this analysis, I will focus on the Prismaverse counterpart of Shiro, while also including feats performed by his mainstream counterpart. He possesses many noble phantasms for long-range attacks like Catabog, and hunting that can serve as a homing attack, and a defensive barrier dubbed Ro Ias. His go-to weapons are Kancho and Bakuya. They are naturally drawn to one another, provide magical resistance, and an overedge mode that can damage the likes of Berserker Heracles. Of course, we can't talk about the good old Pipe Boy without mentioning his peak form of magecraft, Unlimited Blade Works. A reality marvel that houses an infinite creation of swords that holds multiple A-rank noble phantasms. This inner world of Shiro houses every blade he has come across and can telekinetically control every single one to his will. Plus, the marble provides him with a spiffy healing factor. Well, I should leave because I am currently exiting. Alongside his girlfriend, Toka and Shido managed to cut a massive storm that could have wiped out an entire island. This is supported by the fact he created a country-sized hurricane with Raphael. For more details on calculated feats for Shido, watch my Ikaros vs Toka video, as both him and her should be relative. His most impressive feat was when he defeated the main villain of Data Live, Sir Isaac Ray Param Westcott. To keep a long story short, Isaac wants the powers of the spirits to remake the world. So during the final act of the story, he uses the Demon King Beelzebub to siphon off Mio's power, recreating the same ritual that gave birth to the first spirit. As a result, Westcott became the second spirit of origin. Even more impressive is that Shido used his technique Roaring Flash Blast Wave to take down Westcott with a single punch. Taking the spirit of origin scaling into mind, Mio could recreate an entire space-time continuum, and the fact that Shido is channeling the power of multiple spirits at once, we can safely place Shido Itsuka at Universal Plus to even low multiversal in terms of attack potency. As for our pipe boy, he should scale to one of his girlfriends, as in my Rin video, she has large island level to small country level scaling. However, when taking Fate Grand Order in mind, the scaling goes up tremendously. As I mentioned previously, Unlimited Blade Works has been described as a universe of infinite swords, making it Universal Plus. This is supported by the fact its grading at its best is comparable to Excalibur. In the FGO timeline, corrupted timelines known as singularities are created by lesser holy grails. This is key because in Fate Zero and the Fate Stay Night UBW route, Artoria manages to destroy them with her holy sword. We could reach the 5th dimensional scale, as in Fate Zero, Excalibur was able to destroy Gilles de Rais's extra-dimensional evil god, Gigantic Horror, putting Shirou at Universal Plus to even low complex multiversal, considering the burst of power he is granted with Catabolic, or when he recreates the image of Excalibur. We should be able to speed through this segment, considering that both fighters should easily have faster than light reaction time, while some calculations can have Shido at 10.8 times the speed of light. Specifically, for Shirou, possibly upscales from the likes of Iskandar, who was able to evade a blast from Excalibur at 59 times the speed of light. This doesn't matter in the long run, since both characters can utilize their hacks to make the speed argument irrelevant. Shido can reverse causality in Ainzoth, and Shirou could achieve Godspeed by utilizing 9 lives, which is implied to be instantaneous movement. Both fighters are experienced warriors who were able to overcome powerful enemies time and time again. Shido was able to block attacks by a bloodlusted Tenka with Zadkiel's Ice, and Shirou in the Sparks Liner timeline in Heaven's Field was able to defeat Saber Alter in one-on-one combat. What's even more impressive is he was able to replicate Excalibur Morgan in the end of the Heaven's Field route. Well, seems like for this battle, I need a Shirou. I'm holding out for a Shido at the end of the night.
3, 2, 1.
Fight!
This fight will take place in Fuyuki City. Shirou was wandering the streets, tracking down rogue shadow servants left behind from the Ainsworth Holy Grail War. Out of nowhere, a spacequake spawns in the middle of the city, causing massive destruction. Shirou rushes into the fray to seek out the cause of the disaster. He recites this soul-crushing mantra in his head. No. Never again. He finds out the cause of the spacequake was Shido, tracking down remnants of the spirit of origin. Shirou literally jumps to conclusions and attacks Shido, sparking the beginning of this duel. When it comes to stats, pound for pound, both young men are even when it comes to what's considered consistent scaling-wise. Although it could be argued that higher interpretations of Shirou's stats could be considered stronger than Shido in any given scenario. One could say that Shido has better stamina and had more reliable means to replicate his full power, while Shirou has a time limit and drawbacks for most of his powerful abilities. Not to say Shirou didn't have any counters himself. He could keep Ainzof's power at bay with unlimited blade works. His magic resistance provided by Kensho and Bakuya can help him against Gabriel's mind control and life manipulation of Ainzof. And most importantly, as stated in my previous video, Shirou has the means to counter and deal against attacks that can reverse causality. There is the added fact that Shirou had had formal training from the likes of Kiritsugu and Artoria respectively, meaning in terms of close or long-range combat, Shirou would be superior. In conclusion, I could see some scenarios where Shido could use Ain to erase Shirou in a flash, but Shirou's greater skill, defensives, and Excalibur's might to become the bone of his sword and the winner of this fiction duel. That's all for today's video, homies. Hope you enjoyed the first entry for this summer-long special for the Fiction Duel series. Stay tuned, because I have much more videos planned for this season. To hear about my up-and-coming videos, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video. Until next time, keep on creating. See you around.